I've just flown over to Dubai and spent $10,000 to meet Sabri Suby. I've got a clear goal to get to 100 million a year, and for me to hit those numbers, I need to find all the people that are going to help me unlock the doors and provide me the knowledge that I need to be able to grow my business.
In my development, I'm not only going to speak to people who are not as successful as I am. No, I'm going to always try to find people who are ahead of me. So I just got to Dubai about an hour ago, and I can't check in till 3, so what I've done is I've set myself up in the cafe here, and I'm just going to work. Then I've got my ops manager who's worked with me for over 6 months, who I've not met, so I'm excited to meet her as well. We've been working remotely for months, and she was hired remotely, and even before I hired her, she was already, I hired her originally as a freelancer to help me on my website, and she ended up being really good and applying for my EA role and then turning into more of an ops role. I'm trying to stick to my plan and my diet as well. Omelette, chicken sausages, and these extra eggs. So I finally met Vlada after almost a year of knowing her, and she's recommended the first thing I do is have some matcha, and I've never had matcha before, so let's give it a go. I love it.
You love it?
I love it.
Oh my god, the first person I see who
So
loves
nice.
matcha.
It's delicious. This is my new favorite drink.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. I know you better than you.
So nice. You thought I didn't like it? You thought?
You're welcome.
How does that
matcha
taste like
roll.
fish?
I don't know. For me, it does taste like fish.
So what we're going to do is me and Lana are going to talk through about her workflow. She's been working with us for a while now. Going to look at how she does and structures her day. And we've got some issues with our HubSpot, which we're going to be sorting, won't we?
Yeah.
So we've got our HubSpot to sort out this morning, which needs a lot of organising. So I'll catch you guys later. So it's a Ferrari 488. Let me see if I actually fit in this car. Right. Right, could I drive this car? I couldn't, because look, I can't see. I'd have to be here. It's not built for mammoths. After 6'5", you're just a circus freak. So 6'4" is the max. If you get any taller than me, you're just a circus freak who should stay at home.
What time can you do smoothies? We'll start with 1 and you can't ask anyone to do a smoothie. Who could make it, if anyone here? Yeah, let me check that.
When you get told no, you don't have to take no. You can always ask, hey, is there a way that you can do this? And a lot of the times there is, because now Marianne's getting a smoothie. This is not going to be a pretty video. I'm not feeling good at all. I got a banging headache. I feel. People out there will tell you money does not matter, and I'm going to tell you something. The doctor coming around was around £500, $650, and within an hour and a half, I'm feeling 80% better. And I genuinely felt like I was not going to make the mastermind tomorrow. And this is why it's so important that if you're driven to make money, you're not embarrassed about it. It allows you to access all the things that you can't normally access.
You see, I was supposed to film content last night, but I felt sick, and then I got the IV. I feel so much better. You can probably hear it in my voice as well. I've just filmed the intro videos for 2 of our new YouTube videos. I've got a taxi to catch. I've got to be at the Mastermind for 10 o'clock, and it's 9:37. I feel so much better after that IV drip, and I've had a good night's sleep as well. So, okay, now it's about the Mastermind. We spent $10,000 on this Mastermind. Let's see what we can learn. Let's see what type of room of entrepreneurs we have, and see what lessons that I can take and share with you free. So, taxi got us here with 10 minutes to spare. Getting to the Ritz-Carlton for a 3-day mastermind.
Louis on the beats.
On a sales call, you're on the call with them. That's your chance Because let's say this is the barrier where their belief is, and everything under is where they are now, and this is working with you above it. You need to get them to cross that line and say to you, yes, I can do it. Do you get a verbal, I'm willing to do that, I can do it, I know I can do it, before you even show them the price?
Mastermind's been very successful so far. What an incredible room of like 25 really high level business people that had, some of them had SaaS exits of the tens of millions, some of them had courses that they've sold. And then with a lot of these guys, they just come there to learn, no egos. I was able to provide a good amount of value to the room in the first part of the day, which I really think about. I want to be of service to people that are there as well. And now we've had our lunch and we're going to head to the yacht for the next part of the day.
Managed to get here in time again. I think I have enough time for anything today because I'm working in between doing all this mastermind stuff. And at the mastermind, when I'm there, I'm trying not to look at my laptop, but I can easily get distracted. ADHD vibes. Right, we're looking for my yacht. Which is the yacht?
Get yourself in. Go on, Usman.
Here we are at King William's boat.
Let's go.
Yo, life theories, this nice delivery got me rated. Banana berries and smooth metals overdated. The gelato is white cherries. Yeah, I'm more than faded.
So my lesson from today is to be more natural on the camera and not be so generic, not be so forced. So I've been getting a communication lesson from communication expert here, Shako. Let's check him out on YouTube and Instagram. And I'm on a boat right now with all these high-level business owners. Some of them have had amazing exits from their companies. Some of them have already running quite successful businesses. Really exciting to see. And like when I'm looking at this room, I'm thinking, who can I help? Who can I serve? There's one guy here who I can see. He's just starting his business, not started a business yet. He's a closer. I think I can help that guy. He's not in a position to pay me anything, but what if I help him? That'll be a great feeling for me. Where else can I get a dopamine hit from here? Who else can I help? So that's my mindset when I'm looking at the room. But of course, the scene itself is great too.
And that's part of your salesman as well, isn't it? Like genuine serving.
Yeah, serve.
So when you talk to people, you're genuinely looking at how you can help them.
Yeah, you always serve and then you sell. Selling without serving is taking.
I like that.
I just made that up. I've just finished a long day. I'm walking home over the bridge back to my hotel. I've purposely decided to do a 45-minute walk home. I thought I've not been as active today. Sat down, then sat on the boat all day, so I didn't do as much with my body. And I didn't train in the morning either because obviously I wanted to let my body rest, but I'm going to train tomorrow. But regarding the first day of the mastermind, you know, it's always an eye-opener meeting other business people far more successful than me in the tens of millions. So there's people out there absolutely crushing it, making so much money. And then there's the other side to it, which is there's people out there making money but not grinding, not working hard, not focused. And I think if you can make this money not focused, not trying as hard as I am, not being an absolute killer like I want to be, I can just be as relentless as I want to be. Like if you can do it, I can do it. So I get self-belief, I get motivated, I get more driven. I meet someone who's more successful than me and I get driven. I meet someone more successful than me that's not got the right mind and I get driven. And then others tell me how they see me as an inspiration, people coming for my advice, so many people asking me about sales teams, leadership. I just love it. And I say I'm an introvert, and I'm an introvert when I'm on my own, but I'm an extrovert when people talk about the topics that I'm good at. Sales, leadership, team building, business building, talking about all this stuff, it just feeds me and I just go home feeling great. So it's just honestly, it's a sick feeling and I just go home full of energy. People talk about burnout and I'd say to you, you get burnt out when the end isn't in sight. No one succeeding gets burnt out. You get burnt out when you're losing. You get burnt out when you've been trying but nothing's worked. You haven't figured it out, so you get burnt out. I don't see no guy absolutely smashing it, making millions, winning all the time, amazing relationship, amazing friendships, and then saying he's burnt out. I don't see that. Get burnt out when you're not aligned. Just some evening thoughts for you. I'll be giving you some mastermind updates soon, I'm sure. But killer day. I love that. Got up early today, did a bunch of work. It's almost 8 o'clock. I'm just going to do 20 minutes of arms. Of course, what else am I going to train? and then I'll do some cardio. I'm just gonna do as much as I can in a short period of time just to feel good. I have like growing workouts, then I have like fitness workouts, then I have like just move my body workouts.
Beautiful morning, yeah, the sun in my morning, babe. Nothing in the water. Beautiful morning, yeah, the sun in my morning, babe. Nothing in the water.
I want to make a quick video about networking, and there's someone that I follow on YouTube called Dan Henry. Really love this guy because he's so outspoken, so sharp-tongued. He's a great copywriter, he's an amazing marketer, and he's well known within the space as well. And I'm a nobody, I don't have a social media. And I thought, you know what, I want to do a podcast with Dan Henry. He is against sales teams. He's like, don't have sales teams. His whole angle is around, you don't want to have a sales team. So what I've done is, I went to William Brown's Mastermind and I said to Will, hey, I'd love to do a podcast with Dan. Could you introduce me? And obviously I gave it some sauce and asked the right way. Why do I want to do a podcast with him and go on his side of the court where he's going to smoke me? Well, in my development, am I only going to speak to people who are not as savage as I am? Am I only going to speak to people who are not as successful as I am? No, I'm going to always try to find people who are ahead of me and try to get onto their level. And I'm going to do it with more pressure on a podcast. I'm going to do it with cameras on, and I'm not going to edit anything out. He might even smoke me this entire podcast. He might even hurt my credibility as a marketer or as a salesperson. My entire business is built upon sales consulting, and I'm going against a guy who's way bigger than me, way more experienced than me, a way bigger marketer, way more well-known, way more respect, way more attention. And I'm taking him on in his court to say why you should have sales teams. So my plan is, if he does accept this, which I don't know if he will, if he accepts it, I'm going to go onto it and I'm going to do some research and plan my points, and I'll show you how I'm going to plan my points, what I'm going to do, what I'm going to say, and then we'll do the podcast. And if I get smoked, I'll show it, because all that will happen is I've ended up learning. Day 2 of the Mastermind, just got back to the Ritz-Carlton, so I'm just going to show you this place. It's super swanky. Morning. Phone right?
I started ads in December and I'm currently minus 5 hours. So I was brilliant and I was blaming everything else apart from me not doing enough research, depth, creative and testing.
Yeah.
And I just wasn't doing enough attention to detail on that side.
I paid 10 grand for a 3-day mastermind in Dubai, and it was with Sabri, Suby and William Brown. I spent 3 days learning, taking detailed notes. I just want to share everything that I learned. I'm with Sabri Suby. Just want to ask him one question, which is, what makes a good leader?
In order to lead people, you have to lead yourself. And fundamentally, that means maxing out all your own life stats, because no one's going to follow somebody that hasn't done it themselves. So that's the first thing that you need to make sure is, like, are you leading yourself? Are you doing the right things, the hard things every day?
So I've had a really good day at the Mastermind. Today's been day 2. It was great watching Sabri Suby talk today. We got a lot of good insights, specifically on ads, hiring and YouTube. YouTube was a big win for me. I really want to hear a lot of that stuff. And then ads was a game changer. A big takeaway was about the creative, how you want to be spending 80% of your time on the creative, where I was thinking it's all media buying. So a big reframing there for me. The goal for tomorrow is 2 things. Make sure I have a clear plan for YouTube and my ads. Just make sure there's some clarity. And if I can close any deals, we'll find someone who's like ideally interested to see if I can get them onto the program as well. And I just headed home, gonna lay down, have a sleep, try to sleep as early as possible, close the curtains, and not get distracted too much by my phone. I do have a few messages to reply to, but I want to sleep early.